Alright guys, this is going to be a video on changing starter solenoid. I know it's not a very complicated process, there's not a whole lot to it, but I did notice that there isn't a video for this and it may be helpful to some. So, take off your cover, open up your trunk, remove the rubber piece down at the bottom. You're going to have one bolt, 10 millimeter. Remove that bolt, back half of your seat will come off if you're still stock. If not, you probably know how to get your seat off. Alright, then you're going to have two more bolts here. Remove them. I just stick that down because I always end up putting it on backwards if I don't orientate it, and then I got to redo it. Take that off, pull the seat off. Unbolt this little board. Should be bolted down there. It's going to need to move. Come over here to the left side of the bike, remove your left side cover on the ignition side. Alright, your relay solenoid is right here. Alright, if you look down in here, see, there is, if you're still stock and it's never been replaced, you're going to have one bolt here. You're going to have another bolt here, as you see. Alright, you'll have to undo those two, and then this is going to lift up. Alright. It's recommended that you disconnect your battery during this process, just in case you arc any of these wires over. It's no big deal. That's about as far as I'm going to be able to go with one hand. I'm going to disconnect these two, pull this little doodad here off. That's what the two prongs are for. That's going to clip back down onto this. And then we're going to reinstall. I obviously can't do that with one hand. So we're going to make a two-part video here. This is going to be the end of part one. So I'm going to unbolt these two, take this little contraption here off, reinstall it onto this, and then bolt everything back on. Should be good to go. If you're getting the dreaded click with no start, this is the first place you come. Alright? Because the way to check and see if it is your solenoid relay and not your starter is to very simply take yourself a screwdriver, get your bike into position where it's ready to start, hold the clutch in with one hand, and arc these two over. That simple. Bike cranks, solenoid's bad. Still having a click and no start, it possibly could be the starter or maybe something else you're going to need to track down, but more than likely it will be the starter at that point. Alright, anything else? Don't give me too hard of a time, guys. I do not do this professionally. I don't even really do it for fun. I just noticed there aren't any videos when I was trying to do this, and I do have a factory book for it, so I had a little head start, and I thought that it might help someone. So don't give me too hard of a time, guys. I'm not very good at this, and I know that, so there's no need to remind me. But that's where we're at. I'll be back in a minute.